So this is the god from the Zeus and god from the sea. Oh my god, it can be Zeus or Poseidon, but it's also called the Artemision bronze. And I chose this piece because I could not for the life of me find another Greek piece. So I was looking at famous Greek pieces, and I know this piece. Of course, I didn't know the name of it, but I know who this is. I don't know who this is because nobody knows for sure if it's Zeus or Poseidon, and I'm going to get more into that. But I've seen this before a million times, and I actually wanted to learn more about it because I've seen it so long, and I don't know anything about it. So yeah, I'm glad I got to learn about it. So this piece can be found at the National Archaeological Museum of Athens in Athens, Greece. And this is a Greek piece, and it's older, so we don't really know who made it. But of course, we're going to assume that they are Greek. So this is silver copper, and it probably had bones whenever it was first created as well. That's what we believe. Or not we. The scholars believe. I know nothing. I'm listening to them. But anyway, this was recovered from the ocean off Cape Artemision in North Greece, which just gave it its name, the Artemision bronze. So most scholars believe that this is Zeus and this isn't Poseidon, although some do still believe that this is Poseidon. So the debate is due to the fact that the object that was once in this hand, or if you know where I'm pointing at, in that hand, the object that was once in the hand broke off and was never found. This piece was found in the ocean of Cape Artemision. So whatever wasn't there, wasn't there. Or actually, it could still be there, but a diver died whenever this was found, and so nobody ever went back to the shipwreck where it was found. So maybe it is there somewhere. Who knows? But yeah, anyway, whatever tool he had originally in this hand would have told us who he is. Because, of course, Zeus and Poseidon, they use different tools. Zeus has a thunderbolt. Poseidon has a trident. So most believe it is Zeus because if he had a trident in his hand and he was Poseidon, it would have obscured the view of his face. And because the trident is very long compared to the thunderbolt. So while this obscured point is possible and there is a chance that whoever made this had put a trident and it did cover up some of his face, it's just very highly unlikely given the time period. Most Greek, or not, if not all Greek sculptures, the point was to see the entire body. They didn't want a weapon covering up the body. Even whenever they had swords, they were never really in front, or not swords, shields. They were never really in front of the body because they don't want to obscure the body. So the likeliness that if that was a trident, and it's not likely that they would have made it purposely obscure his body. So that's why more people lean towards the thunderbolt that Zeus has. I had no idea about this debate on who he is. And so that's why I'm really, really glad I chose this piece and I got to learn about him because it's, of course, like I was saying, this is something that I've seen so many times and I knew absolutely nothing about. I didn't know his name. I didn't know who he was. And so, yeah, I thought I wanted to learn a little bit more. I think this is a really cool piece, and I definitely think it's Zeus. Although the pose he's in is similar to a pose that Poseidon is often depicted in during the Greek time, I think his trident I agree that his trident would have been too big and it would have obscured his face, and I just don't think it's likely that was purposeful, or that would be purposeful. I think the trident would have just been too big to hold in that position. So the likelihood of there being Zeus's thunderbolt there just seems a lot more likely to me because it is a lot smaller.